This is a world where money has no value. Here, time is everything. If you want to buy anything, you have to give a part of your life's time in exchange. Only then you can buy that thing. But to live a good life in this world, having time is very important. Because when a person's age reaches 25, a countdown of 1 year starts on their arm. The moment the countdown reaches 0, that person dies instantly. The rich had so much time that they could live even 1,000 years. The rich had created a separate world for themselves, where they were living a peaceful life. On the other hand, poor people living in the ghetto city worked day and night to earn time. Otherwise, their life would end. In this poor settlement, there lived a boy named Will. He had only 23 hours left on his clock. Will lived with his mother. Since age stops after 25, his mother looked very young even at 50. Today was his mother's 50th birthday. To celebrate it, Will had done overtime the previous night. He bought a bottle of champagne. Seeing this, his mother became very happy. She told Will, "I want to see my grandchildren. Why don't you date a girl?" Will replied, "Who has time for all this?" Will's mother said, "I have to clear the electricity bill and bank loan by tomorrow. Otherwise, we may get fined. So I am going now. By tomorrow night, I will pay all the bills and return." She added, "I only have 3 days of time left. Most of my time will be spent in paying the bills. So tomorrow evening, you must wait for me at the bus stop so that before my time runs out, I can take some time from you." Will said, "Okay, I will be there on time." Before leaving, his mother touched his hand. She transferred 30 minutes of time into his body so he could buy and eat a good breakfast. After that, both left for their work. On the way, a little girl came to Will. She gave him a capsule and asked for some of his time. After a full day of work, at night Will goes to a bar with his friend. Will's friend was a complete drunkard. He was always intoxicated. His friend signals him toward a man who is giving free drinks to everyone. He also says that the man has a lot of time. Hearing this, Will looks at that man. The man is surrounded by girls. When Will looks at his clock, he sees that the man has 116 years of time. Seeing this, Will understands he is from Greenwich City. Because in the ghetto, people have at most 1 to 2 days of time. Will goes near him and warns him. He says, "You should not be here. There is danger of thieves. They can kill you and steal your time. So leave this place quickly." But the man ignores Will. He keeps drinking. Just then, a gangster named Fortis enters the bar. He comes with his gang. Seeing him, people start running away. They are the biggest criminals of the city. They steal time forcefully from people. Will's friend pulls him to leave, but Will refuses. He hides in a corner and watches everything. Fortis approaches the rich man to steal all his time. Fortis challenges him to an arm wrestling time fight. He says, "Whoever loses will give all his time." In this fight, both hold each other's wrist. The one whose hand goes down, his time starts decreasing, and that time transfers to the other person. The winner takes all the time, and the loser dies. Fortis asks, "Are you ready?" The rich man replies, "I have drunk too much. I need some time. Then I will accept your challenge." Fortis agrees and gives him a few minutes. He also sends one of his men with him, so he cannot escape. The rich man goes to the bathroom and starts vomiting badly. He was heavily drunk. If he fought now, he would surely lose. At that moment, Will arrives there. He knocks out Fortis's man and helps the rich man escape. He takes him to a safe place. Will says he takes him to a safe place. A dark, quiet room, far away from the chaos of the bar. The noise of the city fades. The man looks at his own arm. The glowing numbers, years, decades, more than a century. "I've had enough," he says quietly. "I've lived too long." Will is confused. People here are dying every day, for minutes, for seconds. "And you're saying you don't want to live?" The man smiles faintly. "My name is Henry. I'm 105 years old." Will's eyes widen. Henry continues, "I've seen everything, done everything. But the truth is, this life, He looks directly into Will's eyes. Is stolen. Will feels something shift inside him. Henry slowly stands up, walks toward the window. Outside, the city glows, but behind that glow is darkness. Henry says, "Do you know why your people never have enough time? Why prices rise without warning?" Will looks at his own arm. Just 18 hours left. He says softly, "My mother. She's working right now. She barely has any time. If I had your years, I would give her a better life." Henry watches him closely. Something changes in his expression. A rare emotion, respect. Will forces a small smile. "I'd stop worrying every second. I'd finally live." Henry looks down, thinking deeply. Then he says, "Get some rest. We'll leave in the morning." Will is still asleep, peaceful. For the first time, Henry is awake and begins transferring time. Years, decades, a lifetime, 116 years. Will wakes up, confused. He looks around. Henry is gone. He checks his arm and freezes. His eyes widen. His breath stops. 116 years. Added. Just like that. He can't believe it. His hands start shaking. He looks around again, then notices something written nearby. "Don't waste my time." Realization hits him. No, no, no. He's too late. Henry looks back once. Peaceful. And then, his time hits zero. His body collapses, falls into the water. Gone. He realizes something important. If he stays here, people may think he killed Henry. So he quickly goes to his friend. His friend is shocked to see so much time on his hand. Will gives his friend 10 years of time. His friend thanks him from the heart. Will says, "It is not safe for me to stay here. With this much time, anyone can kill me. I will go to Greenwich City. I will buy a house for my mother and live a safe life there." After this, he says goodbye and leaves. He goes to the bus stop, where his mother was supposed to come. On the other side, his mother boards a bus after paying all bills. But suddenly, she finds out ticket prices have doubled. Earlier it cost 1 hour. Now it costs 2 hours. She becomes very worried, because she has only 1.5 hours left. She requests the driver, "My son will give me time at the next stop." But the driver refuses. He says, "If you don't have time, walk." She knows the next stop is far away. Walking would take 2 hours. She requests other passengers for help. But no one helps her. The bus leaves. Now she has very little time. She starts running toward home. On the other side, Will is waiting with flowers. He wants to celebrate her birthday. When the bus arrives, many passengers get down. But his mother is not there. Will gets worried. He understands she is in danger. He immediately runs to find her. On the other side, she has only a few minutes left. She keeps knocking on doors, asking for time, but no one helps her. Meanwhile, Will sees her running. He realizes she is out of time. He runs toward her with his hand extended. She also runs toward him. She has only 10 seconds left. Just as she reaches him, her time runs out. She dies instantly. Will is devastated. He screams and cries loudly. He had planned so much for her. The next day, Henry's dead body is found by timekeepers. Timekeepers are like police. They investigate crimes. Officer Raymond investigates the scene, but he finds no clue. Then he notices a CCTV camera near the bridge. He goes to check the footage. On the other side, Will realizes something. He understands that rich people are responsible for his mother's death. They have made poor people struggle for every second. Now Will decides to take revenge. He heads toward Greenwich City, and from here the real story begins. To enter Greenwich City, Will has to spend 1 year of his time. After that, he reaches Greenwich City. When he sees the lifestyle of the rich, his eyes remain wide open. People there have so much time that they have almost forgotten about death. Even bodyguards have more than 100 years of time. Seeing this, Will becomes very angry, because in his city, people survive only with 24 hours. Will stays in an expensive hotel. While eating, a beautiful girl notices him. She keeps looking at him, as if she likes him. On the other side, timekeeper Raymond checks the CCTV footage. He sees Will in the footage. Although Henry's fall is not recorded, Will is seen near the bridge. This makes Raymond suspicious. He orders his team to gather information about Will. During investigation, they find that Will entered Greenwich by spending a huge amount of time. Now Raymond becomes sure. He believes Will killed Henry. He immediately leaves for Greenwich with his team. On the other side, Will goes to a casino. Some rich people are playing poker. Will joins them. Seeing a new man, they laugh at him. But Will is skilled in gambling. He sees it as an opportunity. He plays against a rich man named Philippe. Philippe is the richest man there. He owns a time bank. He gives time as loans to people. His daughter is also sitting with him. She is the same girl who noticed Will earlier. The game begins. Will puts all his time on stake. Using his intelligence, he wins 1,100 years from Philippe. Seeing this, Philippe's daughter Sylvia gets impressed. She invites Will to a party the next night. The next evening, Sylvia starts liking him. She is about to express her feelings. But suddenly, Raymond arrives with his team. They arrest Will. Sylvia gets upset. She thinks Will is a murderer. Raymond takes all his time and leaves him with only 2 hours. He tries to arrest him for Henry's murder. Raymond asks, "Why did you kill Henry?" Will replies, "I didn't kill him. He didn't want to live. He gave me his time and killed himself." But Raymond does not believe him. Will understands something. Raymond will trap him in a false case and put him in jail forever. So Will attacks the guards and frees himself. He takes a gun and kidnaps Sylvia. Using her as a shield, he escapes from there. He manages to escape Raymond and reaches back to the ghetto city. During this time, Will has very little time left. He asks Sylvia for some time, but she refuses because she still thinks he is a killer. So Will drives faster toward the ghetto. He hopes to get time from someone there. In a hurry, he doesn't notice spike traps on the road. The car hits them and falls off a bridge. Both Will and Sylvia become unconscious. Actually, the traps were set by Fortis. Fortis sees Sylvia has 10 years. He steals all her time and leaves. After some time, Will and Sylvia regain consciousness. Sylvia checks her clock. She is shocked. She has only 30 minutes left. Will also has only a few minutes. Still, Will shares some time with her, so both have equal time. Then Will takes Sylvia to his friend's house. When Will's friend's wife opens the door, she gets angry seeing Will. She says, "The 10 years you gave took my husband's life. He wasted all that time in alcohol, and because of that, he died." Hearing this, Will becomes very upset. But now both of them also have very little time left. If they don't do something quickly, they will die. Then Will notices Sylvia's earrings. They are made of diamonds. He sells them, and they get 2 days of time. After that, Will take Sylvia to a phone booth. He calls her father, Philippe. He tells him that Sylvia is safe. At that moment, Raymond is also present with Philippe. Will already knows this. He makes a demand. In exchange for Sylvia, he asks for 10,000 years. He tells them to distribute that time among poor people through the time bank and gives them time until the next morning. For Philippe, this amount is nothing, but he does not want to give time to the poor. Meanwhile, Will take Sylvia to his house. They wait for morning. During this time, Sylvia asks about his family. Will tells her that his mother died because she ran out of time. Hearing this, Sylvia feels very bad. She realizes how poor people live in fear of death, how hard it is. She realizes that for her father, time is more important than even his daughter. Now she understands her father is part of this system. He collects years from the deaths of poor people. Seeing Sylvia upset, Will decides to send her back. He takes her to a phone booth. He asks her to call her father for help. He even gives her a weapon, so she can protect herself. While Sylvia is on call, Raymond secretly arrives there. He points a gun at Will. He is about to shoot, but Sylvia sees him. In panic, she shoots Raymond. The bullet only grazes his hand, but he starts bleeding heavily. Will checks his clock. Raymond has only 2 hours left. Timekeepers get only 1 day's salary daily. Will understands something. Raymond may die due to blood loss before his team arrives, so Will gives him 2 hours of time. Then he escapes in Raymond's car. Now Sylvia is also a criminal. Will tells her she can still escape, but Sylvia refuses. She says her life in Greenwich was like a cage. Her father controlled everything, but here she feels free. Now she understands that injustice is happening. She decides to help Will. Together, they start robbing the rich. Since Sylvia knows Greenwich well, they plan to rob time banks. They steal time capsules and distribute them among poor people. They first rob Philippe's banks, because that time was taken from poor people. They fill bags with time capsules and distribute them in ghettos. After these robberies, the government gets disturbed. They place a bounty of 10 years on them. Hearing this, Fortis starts searching for them. But Will and Sylvia keep changing locations daily. They hide in a hotel. They have enough time, so they book the entire hotel. Fortis reaches there. He interrogates people. No one reveals their location, but under pressure, one man tells him. Fortis reaches them. He captures both. Escape is impossible. Fortis challenges Will to a time fight. Will understands. Refusing means death, so he accepts. They hold each other's wrist. The fight begins. Fortis is experienced. He pushes Will's hand down. Will's time starts transferring, but Will is not resisting, as if he is losing intentionally. When only a few seconds remain, Will suddenly uses full strength. He pushes Fortis's hand down. Fortis is shocked. He tries hard to recover, but fails. Will takes control. Fortis's men watch helplessly. Will quickly pulls out a hidden gun. He shoots all of them, because otherwise they would kill him. Fortis's time reaches 0. He dies. Will and Sylvia escape. But now something changes. The rich increase inflation drastically. All the time distributed becomes useless. Will feels defeated. He says, "Nothing will change. Even if we give thousands of years, they will increase prices again." Sylvia says, "There must be a way." Will replies, "We need millions of years. Only then we can control inflation." Sylvia already has a plan. Next morning, Philippe arrives at his office. Sylvia appears there. She says she wants to surrender. Guards aim guns at her, but Will arrives secretly. He holds Philippe at gunpoint, forces him to open the vault. They steal a time capsule containing 1 million years. This time belongs to poor people. They escape with it. Raymond chases them. He now has less than 1 hour left. He calls for his salary capsule, but before using it, he spots Will's car. He chases them instead, because if this time reaches poor people, the system will collapse. Raymond tries everything, but fails to stop them. Will and Sylvia reach the ghetto. They give the capsule to a little girl. Then they leave the area. They know Raymond will follow. The time gets distributed. People become free from time pressure. But Will and Sylvia now have very little time. At that moment, Raymond catches them. He threatens them. Return the stolen time. Will shows his clock. They both have only minutes left. Will reminds him, "I gave you time once. You should return it." Raymond checks his clock. He has only 5 seconds left. It reaches 0. Raymond dies. Will and Sylvia are safe, but they also have only 1 minute left. There is no one to help. They accept their fate. They hug each other. Suddenly, Will sees Raymond's car. He runs quickly, transfers Raymond's salary time, then runs back to Sylvia. She is about to die, just like his mother. But this time, Will reaches in time. He holds her hand. She survives. Because of them, people in the ghetto become free. They no longer need to work for time. They move toward Greenwich. To live freely, the system of the rich collapses. And with this, the story ends.